Hello, welcome back to the bottom of this beast. Today we're back with ToHeart2. I have chalky milk. Already drank a bit of it. Anyways, maybe we'll finish Tamaki-Route today? Maybe we don't, because it is 11 p.m. Yeah. Anyways, click. Ugh, tired. Throw my bag onto the desk and drop onto the bed, not bothering to change. I sigh again. Today tired me out in a lot of ways. Carried Tamane all the way from the park to her house. Didn't expect me putting in that kind of hard labor today. If she asked me about it, I'd brush it off as nothing, of course. Still, in spite of all her energy at the end, there was something strange about Tamane today. She fooled around like usual, but she seemed abnormally uneasy at times. Maybe she told the truth. It's because she hadn't had enough sleep. I'm worried about her. We'll go back and check on her after all. Again, I can't take this music seriously. Anyways, outside, I'm completely enveloped in darkness. Gate was left open. Should they have closed it for the night? Ring the doorbell. Once more. No one comes. Strange. She normally wouldn't leave the outer door open unless she was planning to leave. She insisted she was fine, but she clearly wasn't in any condition to go out. Thus, even the entryway door is unlocked. Shoes are still right here where they were. Yuji's shoes aren't here, so is he still out even though it's this late? Coming to check on her was the right decision. Man, this house really is huge. When there's nobody around, that vastness really asserts itself. Tamane, are you there? I lightly knock on the door to her room. I wait a while, but no reply comes. I raise my hand to knock once more, and I hear Tamane coughing from inside. Coughing. Tamane, I'm coming in. Tamane, she's here. She lies on the bed completely limp while wearing her uniform. Her shoulders tremble slightly. Her eyes are only slightly open.
Takabo, どうしたの?
Don't give me that crap. You were only putting on a brave. You were only putting a brave face on, weren't you? You're sick. Should have seen through the act. Tamane always walks me to the door to see me off. Further stayed in here while I left. The only explanation is that she wasn't even able to walk that far. Put my hand on her forehead. She's burning up.
ちょっと待ってて。今、お茶入れるわね。
No, you stay there. Don't move. I forcibly push her back down on the bed and cover her with the blanket. Her uniform will probably get all wrinkled, but I guess that's how it's gonna be. Ice. Where's an ice pack? The towel from the wash basin. Most importantly, the cold medicine. Ow! I stuck my little toe on the pillar. Shit, why is it so dark? Why did I just turn on the lights? Need to calm down. There. I rinse and wring out the towel, then lay it gently on Tamane's forehead. That's her eyes. How many times have I done this now? My fingers are going a little numb. Never noticed that ice water was so cold. Oh.
Takabo.
Tamane calls my name. Are you awake again? Looks like you slept for a little bit. Jeez, why'd you lie to me about this? I'm sure you made it harder on yourself.
そっか。夢じゃなかったんだ。
What wasn't?
どうして？どうして戻ってきたの?
Why? I thought you weren't quite looking quite right.
それだけで?
Well, yeah, it was on my mind making me worried. That's more than enough.
そういえば、昔にもこんなことあったかな?
Long time ago. Yeah, but the other way around. When we were kids, I got that bad cold and you came and cared for me. It's not It's not gonna be that.
覚えてたんだ。
Or that. Or what it actually is. I thought for some reason it's gonna turn out that this has happened once in this way around as well. Well, I scratched my nose trying to hide my embarrassment. Couldn't really say it at the time, but I was pretty anxious without my parents around. So when I woke up and you were holding my hand, it made me happy. Changed the towel, rinse, wring, and lay it on her forehead. Her eyes are hidden beneath it.
冷たくていい気持ち。
Now, move away from her side and slowly get
帰
up.
るの？
No, I'll stay here till Yuji returns. You're going to have enough trouble sleeping as is still in your uniform. You definitely won't be able to sleep if I'm here. I'll just be in the living room, so if you need anything at all, just call out. Stand up to leave the room. Light tug. I turn around and find Tamane gripping my sleeve weakly. Tamane? I wonder what it is. You ever try to make out her expression? I can't because her eyes are hidden.
返事は？
Tamane murmurs out a little by little.
返事まだ聞いてない。
My answer.
さっきの返事聞かせて。
Which answer?
ねえ、こうしてると本当に恋人同士に見えると思う？ いっそのことこのまま本当に付き合っちゃおうか。
Huh? That. Tamane, don't choke at a time like this.
どうして冗談ってわかるの？
Because above all, I can't imagine you ever falling in love with me.
どうしてあるわけないって言い切れるの？
Because, well...
私が高坊を好きになるの？そんなにおかしい？
I don't really get it. What you're saying.
私が高坊を好きになるの？そんなに変？
Odd. No, but all this joking.
冗談。高坊は冗談で何度も何度も告白とかできるんだ。
Tamane?
答えて。
Tamane turns to face me. Towel hiding her eyes falls off, revealing her expression. Sad, serious
高
eyes.
坊はふざけたり冗談なんかで何度も告白できるの？
No, well, my head's in a complete chaos. What is Tamane saying? I don't understand what she
ふ
means.
ざけてなんかない。冗
About
談なんか
fucking time.
言った覚えない。
This does, however, immediately get rid of my earlier theory where I mentioned that maybe she herself isn't entirely sure if she likes him or not. Unless she's essentially now realizing all the times where she's essentially semi-confessed accidentally and is like, that still he's only ever saying, like, joking or something.
はぐらかして冗談にしてきたの。いつも高坊の方じゃない。そうよ。あの時だって。ふざけてなんかなかったのに。
Tears fall from her eyes. She's crying. Tamane's crying. Like, come to think of it, I'm sure. What does she mean I'm always joking? Back then? That sort of joke's not funny. As I said before, please don't tease me. Tamane, don't choke at a time like this. So that was really it was the same as before. That's right, back then, on that day, Tamane said to me. Her expression was different that day. Restless, fidgety. She wouldn't look me in the eye. Just like today.
もう来たんだ。早かったわね。
Rushed over. You get angry when I'm late. Whenever I'm late.
そんなこと。
So what is it?
と
Yes.
だからその
If there's nothing, then I'll go home.
待ちなさい。そんなこと言ってないでしょ。ああ、もう単刀直入に言うからよく聞いてなさい。高坊、私のこと好き？
Yeah. Back then, I consciously nodded. I really didn't dislike her, and moreover, if I didn't say that I liked her, who knows what awaited me. Tamane was frozen by those words. She turned as red as a ripe tomato, So?
だから、じゃあ今日から高坊は私の恋人決定したから。
What? I didn't ask for that!
もう高坊が告白したんだからちゃんと責任取るの。
I don't remember anything like that
じゃ
happening.
あ誓いの言葉ね。
An oath. She jumped from the top of the jungle gym and to stand in front of me. She tightly held our hands together. Tamane's face was right in front of me. We'd always just played around together. We'd never been this close before. I was startled. I realized that, flushed with embarrassment like that. She looked extremely cute.
高坊は生涯私のことを愛し続けること。もし私たちが離れ離れになることになっても必ず再会して思いを添い遂げることをここに誓います。
Tamane's lips quivered gently after the oath, trembling from spilling her heart out. I badly misunderstood Tamane. The full weight of her feelings didn't reach me that day. So I thought she was just fooling around like always. I didn't like it. Didn't like that kind of play and make-believe, because I loved Tamane. That's why I couldn't stand the thought of her fooling around with me. That's why I said the same thing. Tamane, stop joking like that. I don't like it. Her face froze. Then she looked away and ran off without saying anything. Tamane's profile, running away, looked distorted. You know, if that is something that happened back when they were kids, then that is understandable why she is continuously like, oh, clearly he's going to he wants to go out with Konami. And it also would make sense that to a degree she wouldn't be able to tell that he likes her back, because essentially he did like her all this fucking time. He just himself wasn't quite sure of it. And it also, I think, confirms my theory, because this might be the start of his problem with women. That moment. Was she crying? I knew I had hurt her. I wanted to apologize to her, but I couldn't do it. Next day she couldn't come to school. She didn't come to school. Or the day after. Or the day after that. When I asked Yuji, he said she had transferred schools. That it had been decided from some time ago. If we should have become separated was an important part of the vow. Many years passed, and eventually I forgot about it. But deep in my heart, I remember that day and my feelings towards Tamane. That's right, somehow I have a feeling that was the cause of my discomfort around girls. I was uneasy about falling in love with someone else.
何よ、高坊がいるから意地悪したくなるんじゃない。高坊がいるから甘えたくなるんじゃない。何よ、勝手に人の心に踏み込んできて、それなのに今度はもてあそぶみたいにはぐらかして自分の気持ちを納得させるのに、告白するのにどれだけ勇気がいったと思ってるのよ。ふざけてるのは高坊の方じゃない。全部高坊が悪いんじゃない。全部勝手にこんな気持ちにさせといて、ちょっとは責任取りなさいよ。
Now if he wants to be a Chad, he's just going to say okay and kiss her, despite her being sick. Never seen her like this. What am I doing? Sorry, Tamane.
そう、いいわよ。謝らなくても。
She turns her back to me and wraps herself up in her blanket. Tamane.
忘れて。
ん？
今言ったこと全部忘れて。
No, that's not what...
いいから忘れるの。私は何も言わなかった。高坊は何も聞かなかった。それで明日からはまたこれまで通りでいましょう。
Listen to me! I had no idea back then that you felt that way. That's why I thought you were messing with me. But I loved you. That's why I didn't want you to fool with me like that. I just...
高坊。
It's the same as... How do I even say this? Are you really sure about this? Are you sure you'll be happy with me?
バカね。高坊じゃなきゃダメなのに。
I see.
そうだ。高坊、ちょっといい？
She says and beckons to me. What? Timidly approach her and lift my hand to hers. The moment she takes my hand, I'm flung in the air. Ah! Not again! This again!
ごめんね、高坊。
Tamane is on top of me. Then I get the sensation of the something soft on her chest pressing on me. This is bad. This is real bad. Normal, healthy young man, male should be delirious with joy right about now, but all I feel is danger. Both of you are constantly running away. Let's be fucking honest.
高坊にまたあんなこと言われるのが怖かったから。もうあんな辛い思いしたくなかったから。だから高坊に言われた時、私も冗談で流してた。
Abruptly, she puts on a sad smile.
バカよね。余計信じてもらえなくなるの。
Well, to be fair, he didn't exactly give you reason to believe in him.
だから今度はもう逃げない。
Tamane narrows the distance between us. Her warm breath tickles my face. This is bad. My heart starts pounding. There's no escape from the situation. I'm certain that I want to escape, but I'm absolutely sure that I cannot.
すごい。高坊の音がする。ねえ、もう一度ちゃんと聞かせて、高坊。私のこと好き
？She's getting even closer.
聞かせて。
Well,
それじゃあ返事になってない。
I love you. Probably.
多分？
No. Without a doubt.
じゃあ、あの時の誓いの言葉。もう一回、ここで言って。
That vow?
そう、あれを。
That's really a bit much. There's no way I could say such an embarrassing thing. No, to be honest, I've kind of forgotten.
ダメ。
That's right. Yuji will be back any minute now, right?
言ってなかった？今日、ユージは一族の寄り合いに出てるから、帰ってこないわ。
You sure did not? No way!
本当よ。
How is this happening? Looks like I'll just have to gird my loins and give it my all. I vow to go on loving Tamane for the rest of my life. I vow that even if you ever become separated, we'll definitely meet again and be happily married for life. How was that?
やっぱり覚えててくれたんだ。
Could have just said that I remembered.
それで十分よ。うん。よろしい。
My hand is gripped tightly. Our fingers are intertwined. You know, Tamane, shouldn't we be the other way around? Alarm bells somewhere in the fading distance. Somewhere in the fading distance, alarm bells are ringing.
そう？私は別に構わないわよ。
Tamane gets even closer. Closer. No, there's no distance left. Now, here's the thing. I would immediately be like, okay, you know what? We've now, like, established we love each other. We are a couple now. However, lay the fuck down and sleep. You're sick. Crap. No, I'm afraid that I care. Yes, it's immensely bothering me.
大好きよ、高坊。愛してる。
Ah! Our lips meet. Tamane forces my lips apart and her hot tongue slips into my mouth. Oh lord. No, it just, just tongue kissing things. Tamane stares at me dreamily and puts her hand to the ribbon on her uniform. Okay, I've, just the ribbon is gone. Nothing else, though. Ribbon is untied. Tamane, she puts her fingers in the fastener of the front of her uniform and lowers it. Yep, that is indeed a black bra. Very nice one, even. I like the pink, like, linings. Actually looks really nice. Fits with the uniform. Also, I like how it describes it as, you know, ready to burst out of the fucking bra. Like, come on. Buy the right size, Tamaki. You're smarter than this. What you're doing, you really need to ask that. There's really only one thing we could be doing here now, even though those can't be Tamane's real intentions. However, it turns out I really didn't need to ask. It's like the proud expression, she says no more. What you do, two people get to know each other really well or something, right? What you like,
高坊のこと、好きなこと、身長、体重、癖に仕草。
This is what two people do to get to know each other really well or something, right? And she's just saying like, ah yes, what you like, what you hate, your favorite foods, foods you hate, subjects you're good at, subjects you're weak at, height, weight, behavior. I know all of those things, okay, and I get to know you better. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Well, more to the point, how does she know all of that? Hasn't even been 2 months since we reunited. She breathes, reaching out and rubbing my chest. Well, there's things I don't know about you. Lots. Look, I hadn't seen you in ages, even. I actually kind of like this expression on her face. Tamane smiles, but it's a smile that says she's planning something. The inviting nature of it makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. In that case, hold on, you can see that line, so. She takes my hand and pushes it against her breasts. What? Okay, yeah. Palm is soft. Again, I would firmly say, you know what? Very much do. However, not when you're sick. Go to bed. Tama's expression becomes uneasy. The hint of tears forms in her eyes. Wait, just a minute. That's foul play. That's not it. It's just, how would I put it? Yeah, I feel like our roles are reversed or something. No, not that. The buttons of my outer uniform and then my shirt aren't done. She strokes my bare chest, tickles. Then she puts her hands on mine and takes it to her breast, slowly moving it around. Wow. You know what, I feel like at this point I can't just skip. Yeah, I'm just gonna skim it over and tell you if anything interesting happens. So yeah, B. Alright, I'm back real quick, but just because I wanted to like let this line from Tamaki play out real quick. This is the line of her currently trying to take off the MC's pants. Be too excited there. Back to skipping. They're done, and ending credits even started. Also, Tamaki now has multiple hickeys on her body. Like a lot of them. Also, it was weirdly funny how it was essentially a ping-ponging of the Dom role. Like, it started out with Tamaki being the Dom, then he turned it around on her because she, you know, the sickness caught up with her, and she lost the strength in her body for a bit, so he Dommed her. Even, like, fucking tied up her hands with her ribbon. And after he was done, she like starts stroking his head and he's like, wait, hold on. That's only one of her hands. Where's the other one? They're supposed to be tied together. And suddenly he notices that she fucking tied his hands together now and fucking pinned him down instead. Anyways. Explosions of light bloom in the skies. Tamaki! Aren't I funny? Tamane, clad in a new coat, calls out to the fireworks in the night sky. She's so elegant. Anyway, Tamane, you're a third year. Is it okay for you to be taking time off like this if you're taking college entrance exams this year?
あら、心配してくれるんだ。
Well, you're an important part of my life, you know, so yeah, I am.
大丈夫、大丈夫。どうせ今年は受験をせずに浪人するつもりだから。
Really? Wait, another year?
それで来年になったら九条院に戻って上の学部へ進むことにするから。もう内定ももらってるし、受験の必要もないのよね。
Tamane smiles like a mischievous child. First I've heard about it!
初めて言ったから。
Well, Tamane is free to choose her own path. If she goes to Kujo Academy, we'll barely be able to see each other. Sure, she should have discussed such an important decision with me.
というわけで、高坊、今年の夏は目いっぱい心置きなく悔いを残さないよう遊んでおきなさいね。夏休みが終わったら受験勉強を始めるから、もう遊んでる余裕はなくなるわよ。
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I don't even know myself what I'll be doing after I graduate.
何言ってるの？高坊が九条院へ行くには今からでも遅いくらいよ。
Huh? I will?
ええ。
I'm going to Kujo.
そう。
First I've heard about it!
初めて言ったから。
He hasn't told me about it yet. Jeez, wait a minute. Isn't that a girls' college?
上の方は特例で男子も入れるのよ。ただ条件が結構厳しくて東大レベルの偏差値が必要なのよね。だからこの夏は思いっきり遊んどきなさい。でないと後悔するから。
Hang on a sec. What's this? There's no way I can achieve that kind of score.
あら、私がみっちり仕込むのよ。落ちるはずないじゃない。
Oh, hey. What is this? She thinks it's impossible for me to fail. Does she have this backwards? Am I now?
あ、そうそう、引っ越しのことなんだけど、高坊の部屋、私の部屋の隣でいいわよね。
Eh?
本当なら一緒の部屋でもよかったんだけど、高坊もプライベートな空間欲しいだろうし、一人になりたい時もあるだろうから。
Hang on.
どうかした？
What are you talking about?
何って、高坊をうちに引っ越すことになったから。
Huh? Moving?
そう、引っ越し。
Wait, how did this suddenly...
言ったでしょ？みっちり仕込むって。それに、身の回りのこととか、体調の管理とかも必要になるし。
No, but... What about my parents' permissions?
おじさまおばさまの許可なら、ちゃんといただいたわ。
She has him by the shortest leash humanly possible.
よろしくお願いされちゃった。もちろんうちの両親にもね。あ、そうそう、お父様が高坊に会いたがっていたわ。今度席を設けるから一緒に食事でもどうかって。
I feel the blood drain from my face. That expression, blood all drained out. Really does sound about right, actually. Deep down, that's all just fine with me. Like hell! First I've heard about it!
初めて言ったから。
Again!
ユージなんか小躍りしながら喜んでくれてたし。
That's because he finally found a scapegoat. I envisioned Yuji delighted, skipping merrily along, humming to himself. That jerk, how dare he enjoy my plight so much. Suddenly, Tamane's face turns serious and she takes a glance at her wristwatch.
この時間ならとっくに終わってるわね。
What? I know I shouldn't ask. But I'll hear about it soon enough regardless. May God and Buddha have mercy on my
引っ
soul.
越し、今日だから。高坊の引っ越し。
But that was the first I've heard about it!
うん。だから初めて言ったから。
Mercy wasn't in the
高
cards.
坊、もしかして嫌なの？私と一緒にいたくない？
Tamane sulks, looking at me with sad eyes. Ugh, that's below the belt. Alright already! How did this happen? The prime of my life. Tamaya. In the distance, people shout in unison with the fireworks.
我が青春順風満帆
She moves close to my ear and whispers.
私の青春は高坊そのものだから
Technically not. I did not shoot you down in your route yet.
これでタカ君は全部のエンディングを達成したよ。タカ君、ここまでプレイしてくれて本当にありがとう。とっても本当にとっても嬉しかったよ。これでお別れだけど、またいつでも会えるからバイバイは言わないでおくね。
I somehow doubt it because seems like a very slim chance that ToHeart2 fandisk is gonna get translated.
それじゃあまたね。
Thanks for playing the Taka Subs fan translation. Taka Translations translator, team leader, programming, editing, and proofreader by Conman, programming by Alpha69, Kano, Rem, and Velocity7, editing by Benji Price, Fred the Barber, helpful Ninja Kali, SL, Sovasin, and Volendum, proofreading by Benji Price and Vorak, translation help by Idol, Kala, Cheesy Poof, Chaserol, Ken, SK Pride, Velocity7, and Yaluin. Congratulations! Is that the CG that was missing the entire time? Yeah, it was. I thought that was just like I thought they just actually made a fucking CG for, you know, banishing her to the friend zone. Nah, it's just that they had a CG for that apparently. Anyways, let me just boop real quick. Was nothing added to the memoirs, or is that literally just all the H scenes? It is still mad to me that all the H scenes fit on one page. There were just 9 H scenes in this entire game. Technically. Like, yes, each H scene had like fucking 4 H scene CGs. But all in all, it was just 9 H scenes. And that's it. It's fucking wild, man. Anyways, so yeah, that was ToHeart2. That was actually really enjoyable. Like, and you know what? I might actually be able to fucking play games like Fate now. Might actually be able to without feeling fucking disgusting. Anyways, let me just go and check something. Messages? Messages. Lots of messages. Anyways, sure it was fucking worth it that I, stopped the last part. Sure was, wasn't it? Am I mad? Possibly, maybe, little bit, tiny, small, itsy bitsy tiny little bit. But that's kind of fucking on brand for me, isn't it? No. I don't feel like changing my goddamn account, my YouTube account on phones. I'll just scroll down until I get... Oh no. Luke, what are you doing? Luke really ought to, like, let go of Falcom stuff. Like, I do believe that he is essentially he did just try to help with it, but at this point he is just embedding himself in there instead. What the fuck? Weird. Huh. Yeah, very weird. Anyways, apparently Corona Blossom's winning the poll. You know what, actually, let me go ahead and VNDB. Corona Blossom. Are people rating it? Overwhelmingly 7, apparently. There's one scene to review for it. Actually, hold on. Let me check actually. Oh well. Anyways, Corona Blossom won. And that is just regular front wing, and it's quite old at this point, and front wing hasn't fucking gotten onto my goddamn roof for anything thus far, so I trust them to not nuke me for, you know, tempting this. So yeah, I guess Corona Blossom's next. I will, however, most likely interrupt Corona Blossom shortly for a little something. I don't know if this is happening yet because I'm still waiting for a response. But there might be a different video to interrupt Corona Blossom for like maybe like a video or two. So that's gonna be something y'all can look forward to. Anyways, that's it. That's all. That's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Actually, hold on. I should probably talk about the game still. Sorry. It's fucking, I don't know where that came from. Anyways. So, overall game, I actually enjoyed every route except for Sasara because Marian is a fucking curse upon this land. And Karin because she too is a curse upon this land. Like, if the Karin route was post-fire Karin for longer, I would actually enjoy it a lot more. Like, make her become, like, timid like that for, you know, fucking up in a similar way earlier. Then maybe make the game, like, a bunch of time of them, like, trying to make up for their mistake, and then the fucking fire happened, and they fucking managed to solve it. That could have been so much better. Because as things are, Karin is just the entire time annoying as shit. And actively just unlikable. And then the fire happens and suddenly she's cute. Like, all the negative traits just sucked out of her. If they just push that forward a bit more. Like, there's even, like, the point of, like, the whole depressed Karin thing is literally just a 10-minute segment. So overall, like, essentially doesn't fucking matter. Like, if they just pulled back on her being just an irredeemable bitch and, like, dragged out both the post-fire segment and the depression until the fire segment, it could have been very fucking good, actually. But no, they had to waste their time with bitch Karin. And, like I said, they should have actually cut Marian out of the game for after the graduation ceremony that they put on for her for Sasara's route. Because here's the thing. I wouldn't have minded if she came back if the only reason why she came back was, like, literally the end of the route. Like, maybe her like, her mother heard about Marian before. And so she comes back to talk to them because the mother, after they ran away, messaged her about them and asked if they possibly went to her place or something. And then she came back. Then it could have actually been like a good route, in my opinion. But no. No. Like, the writer, for some reason, just for this route, just leaned into the whole scared to touch girls way too fucking hard. But yeah, overall, what would I say was my favorite route? I genuinely have to say, like, I think my favorite routes would be, like, between Tamaki, Yuma, and Manaka, I think. And Ruko. Ruko was also good. So yeah, I think, like, my favorite route would be one of those four. Like, I'm undecided, so I'll just put them all at the top. I will put the twins below that, because while I did very much enjoy the twins by the end of it, by God, Ruri was rough at the start. Like, I started to understand her more and more near the end, but still, it's just, I don't even blame Ruri for it. I don't even blame Ruri for it. A lot of the thing is just the writer thinking it's funny, haha. So, that's why I essentially forgive Ruri, but I can't forgive the route, essentially. So I can't put them together with the other four. So I'll put them, like, afterwards together with Konomi. Then afterwards we have Sasra and Karen, probably. Was that all of them? Oh, no, that wasn't all of them. Yuki, right, forgot Yuki. Yep, could put Yuki on the same level as Konomi. Yuki's case is really just a case of it's too short to be really, like, really good. Like, you could tell that it was too short because I damn near fucking forgot that her route even existed for a second. Actually, now I'm curious. Pardon me. Apparently, my headphones did not like the silence, so they turned themselves off. Hold on. Nah. I don't remember them. Oh, for the grandpa. I'll just have this playing in the background so my goddamn headphones don't turn themselves off again. But yeah, VNDB ToHeart2. Because I'm actually curious. Actually, no. Right, Konomi and Tamaki were written by the same writer. Karen and Yuki were written by the same writer as well. I mean, I guess Karen's route was also weirdly short. So, tracks in a way. Like, I was sure that for some reason that fucking Tamaki and Yuki's route was written by the same people, because Tamaki's also felt weirdly short there at the end. Like, to be fair, a lot of the character building for Tamaki is in other routes, so I can forgive that, since, like, she is a very critical character to the MC. So I can forgive them for going character building in her route for pushing the character building to another one. It's like very often she is literally just the voice of reason. You gotta appreciate that. Like, in a way, you could say that her, like, the whole thing with her as essentially confessing to the MC as a kid and being turned down because he thought she was joking and he didn't like that since he liked her back. That in this way forced her to mature early in a way. Like, it just forced her views on love to mature early, and also is a reason for her to get just even more mad when the MC is just being a wuss, because he would be essentially doing the same to the girl that likes him now, and she doesn't want that same hurt upon someone else either, which that just makes every time she stepped in to talk some fucking sense into him in another girl's route even better. Because she's essentially, you know what? He likes her. She likes him. But both of them are too hesitant to speak up. I could technically just let this go on until both of them have their heart broken, essentially, and then go for him if I really wanted him that badly. But no, his happiness and making sure she doesn't have to go through everything that I did is more important than me getting my claws into him. And it does very much confirm that I made the right choice in leaving her for last. This would have actually been a similar situation to fucking... what's her name? I forget. It's been too long. Like, if... Maho, that was her name. Like, I can tell you that if I did Tamaki first, this would have 100% been another case similar to Maho from Sankaku Renai. Like, I can guarantee it would have been. Because, again, it is a case of a confession going wrong by fault of neither of them, really. Like, you could say that it's the MC's fault there, but that one's more the case of, like, the way she confessed really did not feel entirely like a confession. Like, if I was in his shoes, I would have thought that she's not in love with me. She's in love with the concept of being in love right now. So, quite frankly, it wouldn't have mattered if it was me or one of the other boys that she is fucking the leader of. It's just that she would have chosen me because I happened to be the closest to her at the time. Like, that would have been my thought process, essentially. So I would actually really just say no one's fault there. Like, she herself didn't know how to properly, like, express herself back then. Because, fun fact, she's literally a fucking elementary school child. So I can forgive just not knowing the proper words to, you know, convey convey her own emotions. So I would have 100% probably had the same reaction to this route as I did to Maho's. Just straight up on being unable to enjoy any of the other routes after it. I will still say, though, fuck the Three Stooges. Also, now that I really think about it, I actually really, really want the ToHeart2 fandisk translation. Like, I'd skip Marion's route and Karen's route, possibly. You know what? Actually, no, I would probably give Karen's route a chance. I would give Karen's route a chance just because it would be post-Fire Karen. Like, if it was pre-Fire Karen, not a fucking shot. But if it was post-Fire Karen, I 100% would have. I 100%. But since it's post-Fire Karen, I would give it a chance, probably. I would not give Marion route a singular fucking chance. I would give Sasura's route a chance and then just hope and pray that Marion is finally no longer in her route. But yeah, I actually would be really interested in the fucking fandisk. I actually really want that now. Also, me just reading Dotapata there just reminds me that still can't believe fucking Mori streamed Dota 2 and like died within like 10 minutes. Like even not even 10 minutes, like probably more like fucking 6 minutes of the first match. Because she fucking dove into the tower and immediately lost all HP, and then while running away being chased by fucking easy CPUs, just stood stock still to drink a potion and died for it. And then the next death is just, again, she dives into the fountain and then just zigzags in the tower range for some reason instead of straight up leaving. I will say though, I won't blame her for you know, going in and then not immediately noticing that she's being attacked, since creeps were in tower range. However, she just didn't know about the whole target priority thing that is a thing in Dota. Essentially, if you attack an enemy hero while within aggro range of creeps, even if they are aggroed on another creep, if you attack the hero, they will immediately switch target to you. This completely went off the where it was fucking supposed to be. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah. That was it. Those are my thoughts on the game. Give me the fandisk. Right now. Yeah. You have 1 week. There is actually a chance that potentially Shirabune might pick up ToHeart2. It's a very low chance, but there is a chance nonetheless, specifically because they've been translating all the Dungeon Traveler stuff. So I hold hope, let's say. But yeah, anyways. With that, we're done with ToHeart2. And next time, I'll be starting Corona Blossom. Part 1. Bye-bye.